So number 3 says, what would you do if you found nudes of yourself online right now? Hey guys, this is Bubbly B and welcome back to another video. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in, and if you're a regular, sorry. Yo, one thing I hate about winter there is the cold that comes with it. But I know it's already flu. But anyway, if you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in, and if you're a regular, thank you for supporting my content. Anyways, I'm gonna be continue with the what would you do episode. I'm gonna be reading people's scenarios and see how I would react to them if I were in the same situation, right? Yeah, kuyalwala shame. Kuyalwala. He number to authority designers, but then it's fine. Let me say over 2 years. Okay, so the first one says, what would you do if you had only 24 hours to live? What would I do if I had 24 hours to live? What would I do if I had 24 hours to live? To be honest, I haven't really thought about that. Like, it's something that I haven't thought of. So if I had 24 hours to live, I would make sure that I do right by all the people that I've wronged. Kibomang, I don't know. I would work more and more, like 10 times more, on building my relationship with God, because I want Him to accept my soul, right? Another thing that I would do is, I don't know, guys. Like, I don't know. I am just guessing. Like, this is something, what would I do if I had 24 hours to live, right? Yeah, I would do right by God. Well, I am trying to do right by God already, but this time it's like even 10 times more, Another thing is that I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Right, so number 2 says, what would you do if you won the lottery? I would keep quiet. I would literally keep quiet. I wouldn't even mention it to anyone. I don't want to lie. Like, I would literally keep quiet. Reason being, it's because once you tell people that you have money, all of a sudden, like, I would keep quiet. So what would I do if I won the lottery? Bruh, the first thing that I'm gonna do is spoil. Like, I deserve that. I deserve that for all the hard work I've been putting in my whole life, the first 4 months. Spoiler, and get myself all the things that I couldn't afford before, And what else? Another thing is that I would open, like, this has always been like a dream for me. I would open something like a center for people who are homeless, or at least, like, whenever it's raining or whenever it's cold, they can come Barabalagada and eat, Another thing is I would start my own acting production. I would invest the money, obviously. But first things first, I'm gonna spoil myself. I am literally gonna make the most of the money. I'm literally gonna make the most of it. Then afterwards, get my family and everyone afterwards. Yeah. Okay, so number 3 says, what would you do if you found nudes of yourself online right now? The thought of it, young shake. So what would I do if I found nudes of myself online? Well, the last time I took nudes was when I haven't taken nudes in ages, but That was something in a and so when I was possessed, which is for my 7 years ago, right? 7 years ago. So what would I do if Dika leak? Obviously, I would cry because the thought of having to face my family afterwards, hey, like what am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? The pinch obvious. We're gonna laugh about it. But I know that we're gonna laugh about it, right? But as for my family, the first thing that they're going to ask me is that, why do you have nudes online? And I don't have an answer for that, right? I don't have an answer for that. So what would I do? I would try to find out the person who leaked the nudes after more Dubula case. Because why would you leak my nudes without consulting me first, like without my approval, right? So Dubula case, because that is invasion of privacy, right? That is invasion of privacy. Hore, next thing we know what delete for what? I don't know. So be prepared ho ya tronko, because angikale kanjalo mina. Number 4, gosh, voice what would you do if you caught your partner cheating? Okay, what would you do if you caught your partner cheating on you with your best friend? Knowing myself, I would play calm. Until I reach a breaking point. I would play calm until I reach a breaking point. But I know that another side of me, it will be confined. Why link is so? Another side of me, it will be like, wait for the right moment. Wait for the right moment. Manning when they least expected, I strike. So yeah. So that is something I know how it's. When they least expected, oh yeah, yo, but I'd be furious. Like the thought of it, I gave my hand. So what would I do? I would play calm the first few days, but I know that me playing calm is only gonna last for 3 days. Afterwards, the psycho in me is gonna come out. I know that for sure. And once the psycho in me comes out, you're dead. Literally, feel. Okay, number 5. Say you have kids with your boyfriend and you guys have been together for decades now, okay? You moved in with him and have a life together, and then one day you found out that you guys are related. What would you do? I think it was last year, or I don't know when, but it was definitely last year. I once did a story time. God, this other cousin of mine, we almost dated, right? We didn't know that we were related until the family meeting, not meeting, the family gathering and all of that. So what would I do if I were in the same situation again? I'm gonna break it off. Because the thought of it, Daniel, it's disgusting. So I se lo retloele, se lo retloele. Number 6, what would you do if you got a job and realized it isn't what you expected? Well, most people have been or are going through something like this. So what would I do if I were going through the same thing? But first things first, I'm going to talk to my parents about it and because I get a span, advice as well. And then if you look at advice sideways, and if I am not happy with the working environment or whatsoever, then I'm gonna look for something else. I'm gonna look for something else, truly speaking. But my mental well-being comes first. If you lose 6 months a ward, so gray something, then I am leaving the job, because I don't want to go mad for something that is replaceable. Yeah. So that's what I would do. I would seek advice first, and then I'll take the next step afterwards. Like, I really need to do my nails. I have been avoiding this forever now, but then it's fine. Number 7 says, what would you do if you got brutally molested? I know for a fact that it's gonna affect me mentally, so it won't affect that. And once I'm affected, it won't kawata, and yeah. So what would I do if I got brutally molested? I'm gonna press charges. Because why ungetsa jwalo? Number one, like, why ungetsa jwalo, or why lengetsa jwalo? It'll depend gore tlabe le batho ba kae or e tlabe le motho yo one na. So I am definitely gonna press charges. Okay, number 8, if that one person that you have in your mind right now was to text you, I miss you, what would you do? Okay, that was deep. Well, there's someone that has been in my mind lately. There's someone that has been on my mind lately. We're not on good terms. So every time I click on Alena, I just wish things could go back to normal, right? So what would I do if they texted me, I miss you? I know I miss you too, bro. That's a friend, by the way, that I am talking about. Yeah, I'm like, I miss you too. I'm glad you texted. Let's link up. Blah, blah. After that, we're going to talk about what happened, the way forward, how are we going to handle the situation in future, Yeah. Like, things are really not good between this other friend of mine, no, and Yankawat, because I am not used to yeah, so if they were to text, I miss you, I'd be happy. Because I have been thinking about them. Wondering who runs So I know hore. Number 9, what would you do if you got a chance? What would you do? What would you do if you got a chance to be a man for a day? What would I do if I got a chance to be a man for a day? Well, wow. Questions are fun. What would I do if I got a chance to be a man for a day? I would do better. In terms of protecting the people around me, you know. I would do better in terms of being open, because I realized that with most men in my cycle, they are not open. Baba opening at the last minutes, also late. So I would try and break that thing. Hooray. Let me just be open from the get-go. Hooray. This and that is happening with me, or this and that happened, or whatever. So yeah, I would do better, bro. Last but not least, what would you do if your partner slapped you? What would you do if your partner slapped you? I know myself. Why would you hit me? Make it make sense. So I know for a fact that I do not care. One thing about me is that I do not go down without a fight. So even la o ka ntlhaba wa nthunya, but I know re le ko lebitleng la ka ke tla be ke tlhokahetse ke itwanetse. And then after that, I'm gonna press charges. gonna press charges. Hore, D hunt on sharp. But I know for the moment when that happens, now I don't know, guys. Hore, it's like I'm not normal. The way I react to situations, like I see it, I am not normal. Okay, I am normal, but the way I react to situations, because I tend to lose my temper every now and then, and that is something that I need to work on. I don't know. I guess I've been polite for far too long, so now that Kimo and that people, and at the end of the day, so I guess that kind of like affected me, because I'm at a point whereby I always need to defend myself. I always need to defend myself. I don't care how man, once you do this or you say this about me, just know that I'm gonna say something back, right? Okay, guys, so thank you so much for tuning in. Like, I want to drink my meds, and then yeah, I want to drink my meds and sleep, because flu in quite is hard. But either way, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe and comment down below. Also, please do not forget to follow me on all of my social media platforms. I'm available on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.